Okay, apparently this is a thing. Like, apparently this is a thing. My phone getting ready to die, like, when I do these lives. Because granted, the last live that I did, you guys don't know, but I actually, when I don't know if you guys remember when I was like, I actually don't want to keep channeling, and I was feeling like nervous and anxious. When I took my phone off the dashboard, my phone was on 1%. This time my phone actually died during the live. But I just wanted to I just wanted to go ahead and close out that message properly. The video wasn't even like popping up for me properly to be able to edit it for you guys, but Spirit was just letting you guys know for the new communities that you are in, and also for the older communities that you may have decided to be a part of once again. For a lot of you guys, this might be family or friend groups, or maybe even like smaller groups, like relationships. Maybe you might be talking to an ex or like an old fling or something like that, just trying to rekindle some old feelings. Spirit is saying, if you, yeah. And as I was looking at two other cards as my phone died last time, but this time I'm looking at Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. If you, and let me show you guys this golden cup too. If you feel like something in the water is not clean, do not drink the water. The test of time has shown that your intuition is at peak by now. You've seen so many different characteristics of the same energy, right? I almost said devil because it's given like lower frequency energies. You've seen this pattern before. So for you to deny yourself the wisdom that you already have inside of you is not doing anything but making yourself less confident. You're going to start shaming yourself because you're going to start questioning yourself. Well, am I right? And da-da-da-da. And if you're questioning this, then you're going to start questioning what happened in the past. Well, you know, was I right for leaving, or did I take the right steps and walking away, or did I really need to isolate myself in this way? Did I go about that? You did everything in the past. You did everything that you could do. You did the best that you could do with what you had. So Spirit is not condemning you for the ways that you chose to move in order to elevate yourself to this point, because let's not forget, at this point you are at an elevated point. So for you to now doubt yourself and doubt your intuition and doubt your wisdom and what you already know, right, would be nothing less but a disservice to yourself. That would just be a disservice to you. So Spirit wants you to know that in order to experience this thriving that you have ideally in your mind, one of the first things that is going to be necessary is for you to start giving yourself the proper credit that you deserve, and giving your Ori, your higher self, your intuition, the proper credit that you deserve. Because you understand, you know these things. So why gaslight yourself into thinking that you don't know and understand these things? It's in abundance. Again, in abundance, we are going to be faced with not only these brand new, happy, go lucky, you know, energies. We're also going to be faced with all of the demons and the devils that we've been casting out since before you got here. You're going to be dealing with the same devils that you casted out in past lives. Over and that's abundance for you. That's abundance for you. That's not, things don't go away. You just learn how to deal with them. You learn how to maneuver. You learn how to command them into the light faster, right? You learn how to recognize when thoughts aren't yours faster. And you replace them with narratives that are yours faster. That's the difference. It's not that things go away or that things disappear. They don't go away or disappear, but you get stronger and your ability to deal with them increases. And through that, your wisdom and your confidence also increases. As you guys can see, I'm ignoring the bull. Okay, ignoring the bull. And then we have, last but not least, I'll take this as a last message. Spirit is calling this the halls of learning. I like to see this card kind of as aligned with the Akashic records, because look at this. It looks like a huge library. It's golden. This reminds me of what heaven was described like when I was growing up. They said it was streets of gold. So that this reminds me a lot of the heaven, right? Even though a lot of times when we're going through the trials, in order to get to our heaven, right? In order to get to our ideal state, it doesn't feel like that. It don't feel like you walking the yellow brick road. It don't. I mean, granted, the yellow brick road was a little dangerous, wasn't it? Isn't that a metaphor in itself? When Dorothy was walking down that yellow brick road, wasn't the safest? That wasn't like, you know, no happy-go-lucky road. Especially considering, like, I'm thinking about in the Wiz when they got to, I don't even know how they got there. They got to this the building with the doo 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 doo, and the scene that everybody was saying was about drugs. When they were in the, wasn't it like Poppy? See, they were going through some tumultuous shit. That's my point. They were going through tumultuous shit to make it to Oz, just to find out that this nigga was a liar. Goddamn. Right? So in a way, Spirit is saying this is you. You've been going through all of these trials, these tumultuous situations, right? On the yellow brick road, expecting it to be lollipops and daisies, animal crackers in my soup. Right? That's what you expected it to be. But instead, you're running into the Oompa Loompas and they trying to take you up out of here. It's flying monkeys trying to get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's buildings with poisonous flowers trying to get you incapacitated, trying to get you distracted. All the while, what are you doing? Learning. And you're like, maybe I should have went left. Girl, if you would have went left, it would have just been the flying flunkies and not the flying monkeys. I'm about to hop off of here because y'all know how I get. I start rambling. But this is good stuff, though. Like, it's not baseless rambling. And this is our last message, the halls of learning. Which is crazy. In this oracle deck, the halls of learning is right after the halls of a mentee initiation. And when I think about the halls of a mentee, I never made this connection before today. When I think about the halls of a mentee, I think about the gates of hell. If you've been here for a while, you've heard me say that. When you're in the halls of a mentee initiation, you feel like it can't get no worse. And if it could, I'm about to set fire to the red. Like, that's how it feels. Halls of learning, the keywords are spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. The halls of learning, also sometimes known as the great halls, are an etheric retreat dedicated to spiritual knowledge. They are a training place for all souls, including those on earth, spiritual guides, and those who live between lives. Didn't I say y'all fighting, y'all casting out demons from past lives? They have been visited by many spiritual seekers, seers, and mediums over the years, and have been described as a giant, somewhat gothic university, building with marble floors, spiral staircases, and tall bookcases. Some have said these halls are home to the Akashic records. I don't know how long it's been since I went in this book and read this. While others have wondered if they are connected to the halls of a mentee. I can confirm that these are actually two different retreats. Ultimately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school, and it is particularly powerful for those who are opening up their psychic and clairvoyant abilities. If this gateway comes to you often, it brings confirmation that your psychic gifts are strengthening. They are strengthening. Also, if the idea of an ancient mystery school in the astral realm seems familiar, there's a good chance that you've been here during dream time or even between incarnations. I don't want my phone to die again because I did just pull it. Oh no, it's charging. These great halls are held within the heart of source and are a projection of the divine's minds infinite intelligence. When we visit them, we are connecting directly with the source of wisdom. And I'll read this, the connection for you guys as well. Think about a challenging time or lesson you are facing and say, Source and wisdom keepers of the halls of learning. Thank you for revealing to me the pattern, trauma, or wound that has created this lesson so I can heal it once and for all. And then listen carefully. You are on the path to great learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenging or difficult circumstances, or you've just moved through such a time, you are being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you're still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, or wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energy, the reason that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey. If you are not experiencing challenging energy, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey. So much so that your perspective has shifted so you can view every challenge as a window of opportunity. The halls of learning gateway indicates that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time. You guys have overcome. That's what I got from this. When these things start to pop up and it starts to feel difficult, it starts to feel archaic, it starts to feel like I've been here, done this, how many times am I going to have to deal with the same thing? All you're doing is tweaking. You have been here. You have done this. All you're doing is tweaking. It's okay. You're not the same as previously. You have new tools. You have new skills. You have a new community surrounding you. You have new spirit guides and ancestors that you know about. Some of you guys literally have newer ancestors that have passed over. Ashe. Lift them up, elevate them. Even if you think it, even if it's still, I know in some religions there's a certain time period that you have to wait before you start venerating your ancestors. Use this time to elevate them. Use this time to elevate them. Speak well over them. Thank you to the omnipotent God. And thank you to my spirit guides for offering light, peace, and love to my ancestors. Speak their name, right? The ancestors that just recently crossed over, love, peace, and light to this ancestor. May they make a peaceful journey towards heaven. May they make a peaceful journey towards Olorun. I think that's the Yoruba word for heaven. I haven't studied I haven't like went too deep into Ifa in quite some months. Right? Whatever your word is, whatever your belief is, pray peace over them. Pray light over them. And when you speak of them, speak well of them. Leave out, you can still leave out. And then too, if your ancestors aren't necessarily ascended into heaven yet, if they're still in that middle passageway, right? Or even if they're still here, in some religions and spiritualities, they believe that if the death happened violently, then the spirit is stuck here on the earth realm. But I do believe that that spirit can be released with proper elevation work. Offer them, I hear elements. I was gonna say offerings, like offer them things that they like, but I'm hearing elements, especially because they're stuck here. What are some natural elements that this person really gravitated to? You know, and a lot of times that can be difficult because they might not have been a necessarily spiritual person. If this person died violently in like street context, like gang violence and stuff like that, certain metals, if you pick up what I'm putting down, can be an offering. Certain metals, also soil, fertile soil, it can, and that can be as easy as either if you're a gardener or you work with plants, that can be working with plants and naming your plant after that ancestor. And as you watch that plant grow and as you sow into that plant, right, You might start seeing stuff happening. Now you got gnats in the house all of a sudden. Now the plant is infested with gnats. What do you have to do? Go ahead and drop that boy with some water mixed with some hydrogen peroxide and sprinkle it with some Epsom salt. Watch that plant thrive. And in the same way, figuratively, you're literally watching the path of your ancestor ascend into heaven, knowing that you're helping them, giving them light, right? Giving them water. That's soil. When you work with plants and ancestor elevation or veneration for that matter, you're working with almost every single element. If the plant itself is ruled by fire, well, there you have fire, right? Then you're giving the plant water so that it can grow and sprout and bloom, right? The plant starts in soil. It starts in darkness. So there's your earth. What's the other one? Oh, air, wind, right? You can open up a window, or you can just have like you can speak and sing. Our breath is air. Our breath is air at the end of the day. Shout out to everybody in the chat, even the people that's like on my ass right now. I don't know why you guys are on my ass, but it's okay. Shout out to all of you guys. We know that with abundance, there comes a lot of things. So I'm welcoming everything, okay? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all 600. Yes, shout out to all 600 subscribers, because we know that that's on the way. But also shout out to all 263 of you guys. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. Like the video if it resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I just wanted to come back and close out the message properly. I never want to just leave things hanging. It wasn't even because of the editing. It was more so because this was a good message, and I don't believe in leaving things hanging when spirit puts something on my heart to get out to the collective. So I hope that this was blessings to some of you guys, or to all of you guys, honestly. And don't forget to comment below if this resonated with you. If you do want a personal reading, feel free to go ahead and hop on Instagram and go ahead and leave us a DM. Also, if you want it to be a little bit more discreet, or if Instagram feels a little bit weird to you, totally understand. Go ahead and shoot me an email that's linked below in the description. And yeah, like the video if it resonated with you. Don't forget to hype the video too. That's a new thing. So hype the video so that YouTube can know that we matter. Legend lives matter. Hype the video. All right. And I'll let you guys get up out of here. Peace. I'll see you later.